Hopefully in question number 5 you came up with a reliable enough method that you can depend upon, because in question number 6 we can use that method to help us quickly generate a bunch of multipliers just to sort of train our brain to get used to the idea. In question number 6, I'll articulate what I would have probably done in question number 5. So if you want to, you can always revise your answer to question number 5 using my methodology. But this is how I would probably do a question like this in the most efficient way possible. First, I would assume, and you're always allowed to do so, that you'll start with 100% of something. So no matter what, whether you're increasing or decreasing, you're always starting with everything you've got. You're giving it all you've got at first. Increasing means you're going to add to that 100%. Decreasing would mean you're going to subtract from that 100%. So question letter A says an increase, therefore I know I'm going to add to my 100%. I'm going to add 40% specifically, and I'm just going to do that as a quick addition. 100% plus 40% is 140%. Now it's important to remember that number is not the multiplier. The multiplier needs to be a decimal. So if I quickly convert that number to a decimal, which means I move the decimal 2 places to the left, I'll get 1.40, and that is the value of my multiplier. So as long as you can kind of understand 2 basic principles, you'll be able to take this shortcut for all the questions in number 6. In number 6, letter B, same idea, and I'll again run through those 2 basic principles. First basic principle is that you always start with 100% of what you got. That's always true. The initial value is always 100% of what you have. It's everything that you started with. The second important principle is that you understand whether you're going to increase or decrease, which means you're going to add or subtract to the 100%. This problem in letter B is a decrease, so we're going to subtract from that 100%. Specifically, we're going to subtract 5%. So if I do that subtraction, 100% minus 5% is 95%. That number is not the multiplier, but if you convert it to a decimal, it will be. So to convert to a decimal, just remember, take the current decimal, which is after the 5, move it 2 places to the left, and you'll get 0.95. That will be your multiplier for the decrease of 5%. So if you can, quickly try to just calculate, even if mental math is going to do the trick, all of the multipliers for letters C through H. None of them are meant to be tricky. It's just meant to get you kind of comfortable with this repeated idea of starting with 100%, that's our first main goal, and either increasing, adding, or decreasing, subtracting, from that 100% based on the percentage that they give you. Once you've got the hang of that, then in question number 7, we'll tie things together so that you can see how doing these problems efficiently can really pay off.